Let's talk about this game and what's next. It's the Hoops Nerd Postgame Show. All right, guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you're on Twitch, which guess what? We're an affiliate now. It happened. Thank you for all your help. Make sure that you follow on Twitch. And then if you are on the podcast, please make sure to give a 5-star review. I would appreciate it. All right, guys. So the Utah Jazz lose to the Minnesota Timberwolves. And yes, the end score was by a lot. But for most of this game, I feel like the Utah Jazz young players really showed out. And I got to say, before we jump into anything, I'm coming back around to Brice Sensabaugh as a nice piece for this Jazz team moving along. Nights like tonight prove why he has so much potential, because you're playing against a very good, I know that the defense for the Timberwolves has kind of been backtracking the last month, but they're still a solid, top 10-ish defense. And Sensabaugh looked awesome against them, whether it's scoring from 3, driving to the basket, 3-level scoring, really nice. And I do feel like Sensabaugh is playing within the offense a little more. Now, it's a little bit different now because he is the main option with, Ace Bailey and Cody Williams kind of being those secondary options with this lineup. But nice to see. Very nice to see. So, just getting that out of the way. So, I do want to start off with the standings, because the most important thing right now is for Utah to just continue the trek that they are on, and things are going pretty well as far as the tank. Like a point, it's just a very low chance that Utah does not keep their pick. Extremely low probability that Utah is not coming away with a draft pick this upcoming draft. Now, if they can overtake the Sacramento Kings, which we've talked about, there's a possibility there, then it's 100% possible they keep the pick. And to be honest, getting this 4 spot really jumps their odds of jumping. It really matters. Going from top 4 from 42 to 48 and 12.5, you're basically jumping to a 50-50 chance. It's not nothing. And so if Utah can just continue what they're doing, it's really possible. Now, tomorrow they play the Milwaukee Bucks, and that's going to be a tough game to make sure they lose. We'll see what happens, but Milwaukee's not playing well. The good news for Utah, this is a back-to-back that they'll be on for tomorrow. So, gotta just keep going. And I know, guys, this is probably we're like at the end of the marathon. We got like 2 miles left of this long marathon we've been on of tanking. Just gotta power through. Just gotta keep going. 13 games left. Let's see. Let's just make sure. Yeah, Utah is 20-49. So that means, what is that? 59, 69 games, 13 games left. That's it. 3 games a week. We are very, very, very close. And then we get the offseason. We get the lottery. That lottery could be just spectacular for Utah. But either way, they're probably getting like a top 7 pick, which would be nice. In this upcoming draft, a top 7 pick could get them someone very nice. All right, let's go into this a little bit. For the Minnesota Timberwolves, no Anthony Edwards. It wasn't really necessary for him to play, but Utah kept with them for most of this game, like we said. Or like I said, we're not crazy. There's not multiple people talking. It's just me. But anyways, still, this is a talent-filled Minnesota Timberwolves roster that has, nice players all around. And with Anthony Edwards, they're obviously much better. But Utah showed out in a nice way tonight. They have no answer for Rudy Gobert when Kyle Filipowski's on the floor. And Rudy Gobert did pretty well. Rudy did great. 21 points, 12 rebounds for Rudy, 2 blocks. He does what Rudy does. And a plus 28. Plus 30 for Bones Highland, which is kind of interesting. And I feel like this Wolves team, they kind of beat up on this Jazz team tonight in the 3rd and 4th quarter. But, overall, Utah, I don't know. It was fine. We're on our way to the tank. What else is there to say? Let's see. So, Cody, let's see. I want to talk about Brice Sensabaugh first. We already mentioned him a little bit, but you guys have known me. I have been a little bit out on Brice Sensabaugh because it's been so streaky, but a night like tonight, and he's been playing honestly much better the last 2-3 weeks. And it has been, in games where the Jazz are tanking and he's kind of the main option, which maybe kind of goes back to the fact that I think Sensabaugh just really needs to learn to play within the system so that he's playing and getting the shots that are the right ones, not necessarily breaking the offense to get his shot. And it just feels like that flow is going so much better. It helps when you're the main option because it's like, go get buckets. But that's what he's doing. And you look at the percentages this year, he's back up to 35.6%, which is really nice to see. And what's impressive about that is as the main option. So, and his plus minus, look at that, is better than last season. And this is slowly improving. I don't think Brice Sensabaugh is going to be a superstar. I don't think he has the defensive ability to really do that. But I think he has like 6th man of the year. Like if he maxes out his potential, maybe like a 6th man of the year scoring like 18 to 20 points per game off the bench, maybe. I don't know. He's got the scoring ability, and you could see it happen if he makes a leap like Keontae George. It would be just really great. And he's got the rest of the year to keep improving. Maybe he can get this 3-point percentage up again. This 3-point percentage seems a lot more real to me than even this one, the 42, because this is with more reps and as kind of a main option. So it's nice to see. And it's nice to see these stats just trend up for Sensabaugh. So all that said, I am in on Sensabaugh. If you kind of watch these 7, 10, 13, if he's going up 3 points per every season, 3 points per game. If Brice Sensabaugh next season is at like 16 points per game and his field goal percentage jumps to like 47, that's pretty, honestly, 45% for field goal percentage is not bad for a perimeter player. And if he can get his 3-point percentage up to like 37, 38%, you've got yourself a really nice player. The turnover ratio has gone down. It's 0.4, but that's nice to see because he doesn't play a lot of minutes and he plays off the ball a little bit more. But I would argue that this turnovers per game, 1.4 compared to 1.5, pretty impressive considering like games like tonight, Sensabaugh is the main option. And so the fact that these turnovers are actually trending down as the main guy, good sign. He's not losing that ball as much. And that was one of the biggest problems I had with Sensabaugh's play was, the turnovers one, and then kind of the defense and I guess the passing too. Like, is he playing within the offense? Passing when he needs to pass, shooting when he needs to shoot, driving when he needs to drive, right? So very nice to see. Man, I don't know what it is. Like a tick or something that sometimes when I get talking, I'll yawn. But anyways, very nice to see. Look at this, 31 shots for Sensabaugh. So he was the main option and scores 41 points. That's something he's just able to do, which is pretty incredible. And I would, it didn't feel like it was completely out of the offense. He is the best offensive option for the Jazz as of right now, just being able to create his own shot. Second player who I was really impressed with tonight was Ace Bailey, who is turning into a really nice 3-point shooter. Let's see, open link in new tab. We'll look at Ace Bailey, who's now at 12.4, 4 rebounds and 1.7 assists. I was so impressed with Ace Bailey tonight. He's just getting better and better. Man, this has to get improved. There's no way this is staying at 35. This is annoying. This should be updating. But what I was impressed tonight with Ace Bailey was not only the 3-point shooting, which is just looking more and more just lethal. And we know the defensive potential with Bailey, but the driving kicks, like I have not seen as many driving kicks from Ace Bailey as we saw tonight, where he's driving and getting to 3-point shooters. It was nice. And he created 2 assists from it. In fact, let's see if one of these is one of those. I'm sure.
4 players
Let's turn this down. But right here, let's see. This is Ace Bailey. Look at that. Drive, kick to the corner, bang. Elijah Harkless. By the way, nice to see Harkless knock that down. Same thing here. This is Ace Bailey creating assists. Look at this. Boom. Fakes out Rudy, finds the open three. Bang. Rudy yelled after that. He did not like it. It was quite the yell from Rudy Gobert at his teammate. I don't know if they love that. But anyways, Ace Bailey is just improving every game and doing a great job. Dirty Jazz Car Wash channel, my gosh, $9.99. So generous, my man. Thank you so much. After this loss, Jazz are officially eliminated from playoffs. They have next to their game on standings list. Check it out. And rest of games are just for fun and don't matter. They have the E next to their name. Oh, eliminated. They have the E next to their name on standings list. Check it out. And rest of games are just for fun. Well, you know what? Thank you so much for that. Let's go look at the standings just to look at our E from my man Car Wash channel. So Utah. Let's see. Where is that E? Oh, Sacramento's out. Why don't we have an E? We should. Eliminated. I don't know. I think it's because it's not there yet, guys. I don't know why NBA.com is usually like up to the minute, and it doesn't look like they are tonight. So who knows? But anyways, let's see. Just checking on Twitch really quick as an affiliate. But anyways, thank you, Car Wash channel. Extremely generous. Really appreciate it. Okay, so Ace Bailey, the kickouts, the threes, that's what I wanted to talk about. I'm just impressed with what he's doing. He's just a fun player, and he's such an unselfish player. And just proving that even if you're just making the right pass, you still get your points. 17 points for Ace Bailey on 13 shots because he did not get to the line. That's the next step for Ace. If Ace can start actually creating free throw trips with his drives, then we're looking at some special stuff. He feels more and more confident with his dribble. He's a more advantageous driver. You can tell that he's just taking what the offense gives him on every drive. He's not a, back it up, put the ball between your legs, drive left, ball between your legs, go left, and get his shot off that way. At least not yet. But he is figuring out how to drive, and he's so long, and he's got a good first step that it's creating enough space. And I don't know. We're just seeing Ace develop every single game, and it's fun to watch. It really is. I know Utah lost by 30 tonight. But yeah, it's great to watch. Car Wash channel, another $1.99. My man, thank you so much. IST shows the E on ESPN app and ESPN. Well, let's go there. Let's go ESPN.com, NBA standings. Let's go. There you are, Jazz Car Wash channel. You are correct. Look at that E. Isn't that kind of fun, actually? E. Anyways, nice to see. Thank you, Car Wash channel. I appreciate it. And the E is true. The E is true. Let's see. Let's go up to the top. Cody Williams. Cody Williams had kind of a quiet night tonight, just playing off of those scores, but we're kind of seeing what Cody Williams is as a player, and he's kind of just a connective player, which I think actually adds a lot of value. We're talking 3 and D, but I would argue that Cody Williams is more of a kind of, what do we call him? Glue guys, connective player, utility, whatever. Cody Williams can literally do everything. If you need him to handle the ball, he can do it. If you need him to run a pick and roll, he can run it. Do you need him to go in ISO? He's showing that he can create his own shot in isolation if needs be. Now, he's no Anthony Edwards, but we've seen him do it now a little bit, and it's nice to see. He can play off the ball, whether it's go to the corner. Tonight he was 1 for 2 from 3. He can hit threes off there. He can rebound a little bit. Tonight, 5 total rebounds, too offensive. He's just doing a little bit of everything. And then on the defensive end, he defensive rebounds. He defends in ISO. And by the way, of all the starters, he had the best plus minus. He is a player that is just connective, and those are the types of guys that help you win games. Cody Williams 100% needs to be just continue, and they will. It's not like it's a question at this point. Just they need to continue developing him because the tools are great. It feels like the demeanor is there. The talent is showing up, and it's nice to see. And he's got a full offseason this offseason to just continue to develop his game. And I would not be surprised if he's like the 8th or 9th man next year, which is great. If that's what he becomes, and he's like maybe he can be the 7th man on the roster, even better. And who knows, maybe more. Why not? Let's not put a box on people. But at worst, I think that he's going to be kind of in that range, and that's amazing. If he can hit threes, and with his size and defense, he is going to be a nice player for oh my gosh, I almost called him in again, for Will Hardy to count on. Just fantastic. Kyle Filipowski struggled, and that's not that surprising because it was against Rudy Gobert. Just a tough night for him. He got blocked at the rim a few times, and he only took 3. But the 3-point shot was not quite there tonight. But, 1 for 3 is not bad. 4 assists, 3 rebounds, not too bad. Tough night to go up against Rudy Gobert. You got to give credit to Filipowski, who's going out there and is definitely doing what he can. This is just a tough assignment. Isaiah Collier, look at this. 14 points, 6 assists, 3 steals. He plays hard, and I tell you what, we saw some feistiness tonight from Brice Sensabaugh. We always get that from Collier. There's some fight with these guys that I really like. And all these young players getting all these minutes is just absolutely fantastic for next season. 1, because they'll just be better. And 2, because the team gets a chance to just look at all of these guys and decide if they're going to be on the team. I wrote about it on SLC Dunk yesterday because the NBA is going towards NBA expansion. And there is no better time, no better opportunity than now to kind of figure out which one of these guys you really want to keep. I think NBA expansion is probably I think based on those articles, probably like 2 years from now. Likely going to be the Seattle Supersonics. Superhonics. The Supersonics are back, which makes me happy. But then we're also getting a Las Vegas team. Let me know in the comments, what do you think the best name for the Las Vegas NBA basketball team would be? Chase 45cc. Sometimes I go sooner, sometimes I go later. It just depends. I also manage a team. I have church stuff I do. I have family. Sometimes it goes late. It's okay. Because you can always listen to it live or listen to it after the fact on YouTube or on the podcast. But anyways, yeah. So let's see. I was talking about Collier. Oh, just the overall demeanor of these guys is great. And yeah, like I was saying, the Jazz are getting a chance to see if in 2 years Utah needs to make some contracts to make sure they don't give up one of their best guys. That's great. But what this does is allows the Jazz to just figure out what they have. And we're figuring out from nights like tonight, Cody Williams and Brice Sensabaugh are definitely keepable. Ace Bailey is a major part of the core going forward, and honestly, looking like starting him next season is going to be very good. And then Isaiah Collier, I think, has value. But he's got to continue improving. He cannot shoot the 3 right now. It's just not very good. So that's where he's got to improve. Anderson Garcia it's been fun to see that story. There is not a ball he does not want to spike out of the air. Garcia already has a signature move, and it is spiking the ball on the offensive end, an offensive rebound back out to the front lines. Does it have, look at this, 5 offensive rebounds for Anderson Garcia, and he spikes these things. Let's see, does this show it? Look at that. See? Watch this. Wham! He does this so often. Wham! Wham! All right, and then let's do this one too. Look, he just loves tapping the ball to people. All right, here's the next one. That's John Conchar. They gave Garcia the rebound. Give him a Christmas present. They gave Conchar's rebound to Garcia. All right, let's see. Watch this. Bam! He does it every time. Bam! He's just banging it out there. I don't know. I wouldn't mind Garcia just for the volleyball. Let's see. We're doing an offensive rebound on a free throw here. Watch this. Bam! He does again. It's pretty incredible. I just like that he volleyballs the ball. Anyways, that was what I wanted to talk about tonight. That was my favorite part of the show. If you don't like it, I don't care. I don't care. You can like it if you want. You don't have to, but that's what I like. All right, Elijah Harkless, he hit a 3 tonight. I'm happy. He went 1 for 4, though, so he's got to be better because I like Elijah Harkless, and he defends really hard. And you know what else I really liked is when there was a tiny bit of a scuffle between Sensabaugh and Bones Highland. Guess who jumped in there with the quickness? It was Elijah Harkless. Awesome stuff. I love that. That is a quick way to my heart when Elijah Harkless jumps in a fight. It's called the anti-Gordon Hayward because because Gordon Hayward famously would never enter a fray, never stand up for a teammate ever, and would just walk away from fights. At no point was he ever interested in sticking up for his teammates. Never. Not a single time. And Elijah Harkless, who is just fighting for his life to try to stay in the NBA, is like going in there for Brice Sensabaugh. I don't know. That type of stuff matters. And I think that Elijah Harkless just needs more time. How old is Elijah Harkless? Is he someone that you're like, 26? Elijah, you got to get that jump shot down, my man. That jump shot needs to go down. Come on. Because I love this guy. I love the demeanor. I love everything about him. He's just got to shoot the ball better. This season, shooting 24%. Come on, Elijah. I need it. Kevin Love, this is like a stat line. I swear we've seen this before with like the 1 for 6, 1 for 5. He does hit his threes occasionally. Tonight was not that night. Let's hope it's not tomorrow. And then John Conchar came back, 1 for 2 from the field. He did take a 3 and missed it. 5 rebounds. John Conchar just fills the stat sheet. And finally, Bez and Bang. Not a great showing for Bez. And Oscar Tshiebwe actually played pretty well tonight, I'll be honest. 10 minutes, but he honestly was solid. So good for Sheebs. Guys, I think that's it tonight because we've got a game tomorrow. And, let's see. Chase said on Twitch, I'm sorry, my man, but yeah, it is later tonight. And so, I don't know. All right, where's the musica? Did I exit out? Doggone it. All right, so let's go to the music and load the music. And then it's too loud, so let's just put it down a little bit. And guess what? Spot Track updated the thing. So look, we got Kings 4. Can Utah get to this 4 spot? That would be incredible. Oh, really quick on Tankathon, let's just do a quick remaining schedule strength. Utah at 8, so they still got the Bucks, which is tomorrow, and then we've got a big time game against the Wizards. Can Utah lose that game? That will be massive. Massive, massive, massive. As far as Sacramento, look at this. They've got a lot of bad teams they got to play. Brooklyn twice, who lost by like 1 million. And Golden State, they are putrid. They are so bad. It might happen, guys. If Utah can just somehow lose. Steve Areno, you're the man. In London now? Have you always been in London? If they can lose to Washington, then that's huge. Like, that is huge, huge. Where's Washington at? Washington's at 2. They're going to fight for their lives to stay there. They've lost 13 in a row, but why can't they beat the Jazz? Why not? Why not? All right, let's do it. If the lottery was today, let's go. Oh, I didn't do the dramatic. Oh, Utah falls to 7. Atlanta gets the number 1 pick from the what is it? The Pelicans. Wow, Hornets get the number 3. Wild. The 5 pick, I think that goes to OKC, doesn't it? Wow. Oh, you're going back to Cambodia. Well, safe travels, my friend. Utah keeps the pick. That's basically what we wanted. Obviously, we'd rather win, but it is what it is. Oh, LA, that's right. So LA would get this. This is the... Oh, that's the Indiana pick. Goes to the Clippers. What a disaster for Indiana that would be. Wow. That would be a disaster. And the Clippers get the 5 pick. Wow. Wouldn't that be crazy? All right. Let's give a shout out to the All-Stars. Let's see. Let's give a shout out to this just in. He's just in time. Justin Salas. I think that was it. It's just in time. Justin Salas. I can't remember, my man. We will improve on that as we go. See ya, Lexa later. Shake 'em and bake 'em, KSN. Ryan Perry, the legend. The name means king. Just Buckets 22. Ball so hard, ball stat. Jace is the ace Garner. Steve Areno, Stu, sir. Let him cook sturdy pots. Safe travels. To Steve Areno. Let him cook sturdy pots. Ezekiel Raicibe, the man from down under. Tyson Price, the price is right. Jordan, the GOAT, best roll. Christian House Money to Haas. Robert Hall of Fame, Arcs Poetica. Austin R. Grant, editor extraordinaire. Jazz Forge, the OG. And Patrick Akubo, the connoisseur. Steve Areno, Stu, sir, $5. My man, thank you so much. Safe travels. Have a good trip. Be safe. Guys, how about all of you be safe? And I will see you tomorrow. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. All of